The geopolitical animosity between the United States and the Islamic Republic of Iran is a multifaceted conflict rooted in historical grievances, ideological divergence, and a struggle for regional hegemony. The genesis of modern friction is often traced back to 1953. At that time, the CIA and British intelligence orchestrated a coup known as Operation Ajax to overthrow the democratically elected Prime Minister Mohammad Mossadegh. Mossadegh had moved to nationalize Iran's oil industry, threatening Western economic interests. In his place, the West bolstered the absolute monarchy of Shah Mohammad Reza Pahlavi. For the next 25 years, the Shah acted as a primary strategic pillar for U.S. interests in the Persian Gulf. However, his regime was characterized by rapid westernization and political repression enforced by the Savak secret police. This sparked a broad-based opposition that culminated in the 1979 Islamic Revolution. The transition from a secular monarchy to a theocratic republic led by Ayatollah Khomeini transformed the U.S.-Iran relationship from strategic alliance to existential hostility. The defining rupture occurred in November 1979 when Iranian students seized the U.S. Embassy in Tehran, holding 52 Americans hostage for 444 days. This event remains a foundational trauma in American foreign policy and led to the formal severance of diplomatic ties. During the 1980s, the conflict intensified through proxy involvement. When Iraq invaded Iran in 1980, the United States provided intelligence and economic aid to Saddam Hussein's regime to prevent an Iranian victory. This period also saw the rise of Hezbollah in Lebanon, a militant group backed by Iran that targeted U.S. interests, most notably in the 1983 Marine barracks bombing in Beirut. By the late 1980s, the U.S. and Iran engaged in direct naval skirmishes in the Persian Gulf during the Tanker War, where the U.S. Navy protected oil shipments from Iranian attacks. In the 21st century, the focus of the tension shifted toward nuclear proliferation and regional influence. The United States and its allies have long suspected Iran of seeking to develop nuclear weapons, a claim Iran denies, stating its program is for civilian energy. The 2015 Joint Comprehensive Plan of Action JCPOA sought to limit Iran's nuclear capabilities in exchange for lifting crippling economic sanctions. However, the U.S. withdrawal from the accord in 2018 under the Maximum Pressure Campaign reinstated those sanctions, devastating the Iranian economy and leading Iran to gradually exceed the pact's nuclear limits. Geopolitically, the two nations are locked in a struggle for the Shia crescent. Iran exerts influence through the axis of resistance, a network including the Syrian government, Hezbollah, Hamas, and Houthi rebels in Yemen. The United States views this network as a threat to regional stability and the security of its primary ally, Israel. Conversely, Iran views the presence of U.S. military bases in neighboring Iraq, Qatar, and Bahrain as an imperialist threat and a policy of encirclement. The killing of Iranian General Qasem Soleimani by a U.S. drone strike in 2020 and subsequent Iranian retaliatory missile strikes on U.S. bases in Iraq brought the two nations to the brink of open warfare. Today, the relationship is defined by a gray zone conflict, a cycle of cyber attacks, maritime seizures, and proxy engagements. The fundamental hate is not merely a cultural or religious clash, but a structural competition between a global superpower seeking to maintain the status quo and a regional power seeking to overturn it.